All right, so let's do this as enthusiastic as possible. My shoulder's killing me, so this is gonna hopefully go well, because it is not feeling great, and I don't know what I did because I must have slept on it wrong. So we're gonna go over the quickest way I can do possible, and hopefully not 30 minutes. I guess I could talk really fast, and I'm normally talk faster. All right, so when we're putting, we want the motion to be as consistent as possible. This motion, our arm. If you're straddle putting, this motion needs to be consistent. If you're stagger step, this motion needs to be consistent. It needs to be the same every time. You don't aim with this. This is not what you aim with. You don't do this. This motion, same. You need to repeat it 90%. That's where your 9 out of 10 comes from. So if I am putting and I miss to the right, I don't want to adjust with my arm. I want to adjust with my feet. Putt is in the basket. The same motion. So how do we achieve that same motion? All right. So this is the only time I really encourage standing in one spot and putting, other than warming up. So trying to find your key points in your putt. I know what my key points are because I've spent hours out here and finally had a putt that I'm like, that's it. That feels absolutely fantastic. Let me see if I can replicate that. And I started really thinking about what made that putt feel good and where the key points in that putt are. So I'm looking at my hand position, how I'm approaching the basket with my hand. Okay, so that's something I can visually think of. Like, let's say my front knuckle. I can think of putting that at the basket. I can think of where on my body I'm anchoring the disc. Mine is my belt buckle. So I'm thinking about basket, knuckle, belt buckle. I'm going to put my knuckle towards the basket. I'm waiting for a feel out of my pinky. That's how I know my putt is coming out properly. Knuckle, and I aim poorly. Let's adjust our aim. We're going to do it again. Right on target. All I did was adjust my feet. This motion was the same. So key points help consistency. Consistency is where we can really build our putt and use our feet to help us the most, because we want a solid base. This is basic putting stuff, not advanced putting stuff where we're trying to putt around trees and do goofy things. Most of your putts are basic putts. They're like this, nothing around. Rarely are you putting around trees unless you're just playing a goofy course. So if we have this motion the same every time, and we're missing to the right, and we're consistently missing to the right, we know we need to turn a little bit more to the left and do this. Some other things to think about. If you're consistently missing low, it's either because you're not putting through the basket or you're putting with your head down. Get your chin up. Okay? Those are some basic things that'll help you putt a little bit better, but finding the key points is really the main thing, because when you have something in your head you can cue the consistency out of and get those main points, it'll really help you dial in what you need to do.